Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because we have monumental NFL news breaking right now that is sending shockwaves across the entire football landscape. This is not a drill, this is real, this is massive, and it just happened. The Dallas Cowboys have pulled off what can only be described as a game-changing, franchise-altering move by acquiring none other than David Njoku, one of the league's most dynamic and athletic tight ends, from the Cleveland Browns in a trade that is already being labeled one of the boldest and most aggressive off-season moves we've seen in recent years. I mean, when was the last time you saw a contender like the Cowboys push all their chips to the center of the table and say, "We're all in"? This is not your typical roster tweak, folks. This is a full-on seismic shift in Dallas offensive firepower. For months, whispers around the league hinted that the Browns might be looking to shake things up, especially after a roller coaster season filled with locker room questions and contract drama. And David Njoku, despite being one of their most consistent offensive weapons, was caught in that swirling speculation. But nobody, and I mean nobody, expected Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office to strike with such precision, such aggression, and with this level of confidence in the middle of the offseason. Let's talk about why this deal is absolutely massive. First of all, Njoku is not just any tight end. This is a guy who was drafted in the first round back in 2017, and over the years he has developed into a mismatch nightmare for defenses. He's 6'4", runs like a wide receiver, blocks like a left tackle, and has hands as soft as silk. Oh, and did I mention he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career? In 2023, Njoku put up 81 receptions, 882 yards, and 6 touchdowns, and those numbers don't even begin to capture his impact on the field. Whether he's catching short underneath routes and bulldozing through defenders or streaking down the seam and making acrobatic catches over safeties, he is a problem, and now he's a Dallas problem. For a Cowboys team that's been struggling to fill the void left by Jason Witten's retirement and has cycled through several tight ends without finding a true elite option, Njoku is the answer they've been praying for. Imagine the possibilities now. Imagine Dak Prescott under center, with CeeDee Lamb lined up wide, Brandon Cooks stretching the field on the other side, Tony Pollard or Rico Dowdle in the backfield, and now David Njoku lined up either in line or in the slot. Defensive coordinators are going to be up at night trying to figure out how to stop this offense. You can't double everyone. If you stack the box to stop the run, Njoku will eat up zone coverage. If you drop back in nickel or dime, he'll line up against the smaller DB and bully his way for easy completions. This gives the Cowboys an elite safety blanket for Dak, especially on third downs and in red zone situations, areas where Dallas has struggled in crunch time the past few seasons. Now let's talk about the contract side of things, because this is where the Cowboys front office really worked some magic. The Browns reportedly agreed to eat a portion of Njoku's salary to help facilitate the trade, meaning Dallas got an elite player without significantly denting their cap space. That is just masterclass front office maneuvering. Credit to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones for pulling this off, because it gives the Cowboys flexibility to still add depth or extend key players while bringing in an immediate impact star. You just love to see this kind of bold, calculated aggression from a team that clearly believes its Super Bowl window is wide open. And let's not forget, this move also sends a loud message to the rest of the NFC. The Cowboys aren't playing around. They watched what the 49ers and Eagles did last year. They saw the Lions emerging as contenders. And instead of standing pat or hoping for internal development, they went out and got better right now, in a big way. And for Cleveland, while it's a bittersweet moment for their fan base, it's a sign that they're ready to reshape the team under a new direction. Moving on from Njoku is a tough pill to swallow, no doubt, but the Browns are acquiring a 2026 second-round pick and a fourth-rounder, which gives them valuable draft capital to retool and reload, especially if they plan to revamp their offense or look toward building around a younger core. It's a long-term move for Cleveland, and while it may sting in the short term, Browns fans should see this as a necessary step towards sustainable success. Now, back to Dallas. What does this mean for the offense from a schematic standpoint? Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys coaching staff now have so many options at their disposal. Njoku allows them to run more two tight end sets, he opens up the middle of the field, and he gives them a serious edge in play-action situations. Defenses will be forced to respect Njoku in coverage, which will only create more one-on-one opportunities for Lamb, Cooks, and even the running backs. This move elevates everyone around him, and that's the mark of a true difference maker. Think about the situations last year where the Cowboys needed a key 3rd and 5 conversion or a red zone touchdown and they didn't have a clear go-to guy. That changes immediately with Njoku in the building. And this isn't just about what he brings on the field. David Njoku is a veteran presence, a team-first guy, and someone who has been through the grind of the NFL and knows what it takes to win. That locker room is getting a boost in leadership and professionalism, not just talent. From a fan perspective, the reaction has been explosive. Cowboys Nation is buzzing with excitement, and rightfully so. Social media is flooded with reactions from surprise to sheer jubilation. You've got fans posting mock highlights of Njoku in a Cowboys uniform, analysts breaking down tape, and former players already calling this one of the best trades of the offseason. Even players around the league are taking notice. This isn't just noise, this is a signal. The Cowboys are serious. They're tired of being talked about as a talented team or a contender on paper. This move is about taking the next step. And let's also take a quick second to appreciate the fact that this move came completely under the radar. There were no leaks, no insider hints, no drawn-out rumors. The Cowboys just dropped the bomb and said, "Deal done." That level of professionalism and tight-lipped execution is rare in today's NFL, and it shows that this front office is operating at a championship level. Looking forward, you can already start to project what this means for the 2025 season. The NFC East just got a whole lot more competitive. The Eagles, Giants, and Commanders have all made moves, but this Njoku trade raises the bar. The Cowboys now boast one of the most balanced and explosive offenses in the league, and we haven't even hit training camp yet. If everyone stays healthy, if the offensive line holds up, and if Dak Prescott continues to build chemistry with his weapons, this team could be a nightmare for opposing defenses. And when you think about the potential playoff implications, this move becomes even more impactful. In those tough, cold weather, grinded-out games in December and January, having a reliable tight end who can move the chains, block in the run game, and make contested catches in traffic is everything. It's the difference between going home early and punching your ticket to the NFC Championship. You know what else this does? It puts pressure on everyone else in the NFC. Teams that thought they were one piece away now have to scramble. Teams that thought they had the Cowboys figured out now have to go back to the drawing board. And teams that were already struggling to defend against tight ends? Good luck. Because Njoku is not just a weapon, he's a chess piece. You can move him around, isolate him against linebackers, use him in motion, and exploit mismatches all day long. And now he's going to be doing it with a star on his helmet. This is one of those rare trades that makes immediate sense for the team acquiring the player. No question marks, no but what ifs. Just straight up value and impact. For Cowboys fans, this is the kind of move that should make you feel like your front office is finally matching the team's talent with ambition. For years, we've heard this is our year from Cowboys Nation, but now it actually feels real. There's a plan. There's a vision. And there's a guy named David Njoku coming to Dallas to help make it happen. So what's next? Training camp. Preseason. And then the real thing, week 1, where all eyes will be on Njoku and the Cowboys to see if this bold gamble pays off. But make no mistake, this isn't a roll of the dice. This is a calculated strike. A statement. A declaration that the Cowboys are coming, and they're coming fast. So to everyone watching, strap in, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, because I want to hear from you Cowboys fans, Browns fans, NFL junkies. Did Dallas just make the move that puts them over the top? Or is Cleveland making the smart long play? Either way, the NFL just got a lot more interesting. Subscribe, stay tuned, and get ready because this is only the beginning.